Let's cross now to Dave Keating in Brussels. Dave, we've just been hearing there from the Polish leader. What else did he have to say?
Well, it was noticeable that he was very keen to stress that Poland remains a committed EU member, and he said that any talk of Pole exit is lies and shouldn't be engaged in. But he said that Poland wants to push back against this idea that the European Court of Justice is the ultimate arbiter of EU law in all areas. So he said that he wasn't disputing the primacy of EU law in some areas, but that the Polish court, and which he agrees with, is saying that in some areas that wouldn't apply. And that's the fundamental sticking point here, is whether the ECJ is the ultimate arbiter in all areas of EU law. Now, this was a long speech. It was kind of academic in some parts, and it was somewhat repetitive in a lot of parts. He even spent many, I think about 2 minutes at the beginning of the speech outlining what he was going to say in the following speech, which took a lot of time, and actually he went way over his allotted time in this address to the European Parliament, which made MEPs pretty angry. The Speaker of the Parliament said that he didn't cut him off because he wanted to make sure that he was being fully heard by the Parliament, but he said it would be a sign of respect if he had respected the allotted time.
And this is what Ursula von der Leyen had to say earlier.
I am deeply concerned. This ruling calls into question the foundations of the European Union. It is a direct challenge to the unity of the European legal order. It is my Commission's duty to protect the rights of EU citizens wherever they live in our Union. We cannot and we will not allow our common values to be put at risk.
So in general, Dave, what has been the reaction to the Polish Prime Minister's speech?
Well, the European Parliament is split, so he got big cheers from the Parliament's far right and national bloc, but from the mainstream parties, of course, they were not very pleased with what he had to say. You had really two very different messages there coming from the Commission President von der Leyen and Polish Prime Minister Morawiecki, because von der Leyen was saying this is very serious. She said this is the first time that a court has mounted this type of challenge to the very fundamental structures of EU law, whereas the Polish Prime Minister was saying, look, this is all a storm in a teacup. This is being overinterpreted. I'm here to correct the misunderstandings about this tribunal. But you could see that in the MEP's response after the speech, they had not been convinced by him, and that they were more in line with President von der Leyen's thinking about this, that this is a fundamental challenge to the EU's legal order.
Dave Keating reporting there from Brussels. Thank you.